Hello, FDU community. My name is Dulce Martinez. I am a staff writer for the Equinox, and I also manage the Twitter and Instagram accounts for the Equinox. And with me today in this lovely afternoon is Dr. Baker. Perhaps my first question for today would be, what factors drove the staff members to collaborate for this new initiative? Or in other terms, what was the behind the scenes process behind this new policy change?
Yeah, no, thank you, first of all, for having me. But yeah, all the folks that you named are the folks who really just broke the ground on this initiative. Really and truly, the goal was to make sure that our students felt like they were part of an inclusive community. We and our staff recognize that there are some students who have a given name and students who prefer to use a chosen name. And so in an effort to make sure that those students feel like they have a space on this campus, that was really the impetus behind this initiative. And we're just excited that we get to bring it to light here on campus.
My second question would be, what was your initial reaction upon learning about this proposal?
Obviously very excited. Access, equity, inclusion is so important to me. And for FDU to adopt this, I'm like, yeah, great. It's about time, right? I mean, I've worked at a number of different institutions and, this policy is in place at other places, other schools. And so I'm just glad that we're at a place where we can be added to those lists of institutions that allow this option for our students. So absolutely, I was very excited. I'm just incredibly grateful for the staff members who initiated this and who pull this together. Very thankful that they took the time to do that. To create a process like this, you have to make sure that all of the software systems are working. You want to make sure the policy language, makes sense. You want to make sure that students know where to access this information. So there are a lot of behind the scenes things that need to happen. And again, I was just really excited. I was just thinking again about that student sitting in class, just waiting for their name to be called and just, not having to worry. For me personally, I've never had, concerns about a chosen name, that sort of thing, but I have a name that people have a very hard time pronouncing, right? And I know that feeling when you're sitting in class and, the professor's going through the roster, you just know when they get to your name, they're going to say it in a way that is just not accurate. And so do you speak up? What do you do about that? And so knowing how important someone's name is, like that's, for them, part of their identity. And so knowing that when I saw that this policy came to fruition, I was just very excited for our students.
I totally relate to that because all of my life, for the most part, like I've heard different pronunciations of my name. I still love my name no matter what.
Of course.
With this new change being a small but meaningful victory for students that are especially in the LGBTQ plus community, is there anything that you would like to directly tell them right now?
Oh, just how awesome, amazing, and wonderful, all of our students are. And just to say that if there's anything else we can do to, make you feel more at home and that you belong, please let me or my team know. Honestly, I think that, college is a time where you should be able to build memories and, you get to sort of discover all the wonderful parts of yourself that exist, and anything that we can do to help that, I want to be able to be of assistance. I know this is just a small step. I know there's still so much work to be done, but we're partners in this. And so if there are ways that we can make your experience better, let us know. Happy to do it.
What can we, as students in the FDU community, can do to help you as the Vice President for Student Affairs and the Dean of Students in further creating a welcome environment across both New Jersey campuses?
Thank you so much for asking that. I tell students all the time, your voice matters. Your voice really matters. And so I want to hear those voices. And I mean that sincerely. I cannot do my job well if I don't know what it is that our students' needs are. So invite me to your spaces so I can get to learn about your world and your spaces. Invite me to those spaces where you are. You are welcome to visit me in my office space. Come by, drop in, tell me your story, tell me what I can do to help. But the more I get to know the student body and what your needs are, the better I can be able to assist. So all I can really ask, what's going to help me is to use your voice, lend your voice, let me know how I can be of service to you. That would mean the world to me.
In the midst of the current limitations, due to some records and systems requiring a student's legal name, is there still a possibility for a full implementation of the chosen name policy across all of the university's information systems?
Yeah, I think there's always that possibility, honestly. And I think we'll just need to look on our end to see what it's going to take to be able to do that and to be able to get there. As you said earlier, this is just a small step in the process. I think it's a very important step, but there's still work to be done. And certainly, my team and I are going to continue to look for ways to make sure that we continue to improve our process. So yes, I think that all of that is possible. We just have to figure out how to get there.
That is the conclusion of this special interview with Dr. Baker.